this is gonna be a bit of a low camera angle, but oh well, you can just look at my double chin. I'm just getting ready for today's live stream. I'm gonna be doing button stuff. I think what I'm gonna start off with is removing names from all my existing buttons. And then depending how long that takes, I can start on other stuff. Oh yeah, I already did my eyeliner. I'm gonna do my mascara next. Normally I do this in front of the door mirror, but then you won't see me. Anyway, in yesterday's vlog, I said I'm throwing out all my buttons, and I knew people would be like, no, like just give them away, because obviously that thought has crossed my mind. Like, I'm not stupid. I know I could have given them away. The thing is, the buttons were rusty. So if people don't know the story, like my buttons have never rusted. I've had certain button designs that just never sold, and I'd have them for like 7 years. Like some of the ones I own currently are from like my first button pressing run practically. They never rusted, but then after going to San Antonio for San Japan, all my buttons rusted, old ones and new. It's really odd. I don't know why it happened. So I need to press all new ones. And people are like, don't throw them out, like give them away at your table, like have bags of them people can buy. And here's the thing though, like I've given away extra buttons before, like where I've had excess stock and I just like throw in bags and people are like, oh, why are these so cheap? And I'm like, oh, they're just like designs that don't sell well and just extra ones I'm trying to get rid of. But people will always ask, they're like, why are these cheap? Like, you know, there's got to be something to it, right? And I don't want to have to tell people like, oh, they're rusty, because why would I advertise that my buttons get rusty? That's like the worst business plan ever. Like, here's my good buttons and here's what they're gonna look like, all rusty and gross. Like, they don't normally rust, so I don't want to advertise that they rust. Like, that's what it's gonna look like. It's gonna look bad to have rusty ones for sale on my table. Even if they're for free or heavily discounted, like, no. You have to realize how dumb of a business decision that is. Why would I advertise to people at the convention like, oh look at my buttons get rusty? Plus, I'm not gonna like explain the whole story to each and every person who walks up, like, oh, they don't normally rust, but these ones got rusty because I went to this convention down in Texas and it was really humid and like, no one gives a rat's ass. I think it's smarter to just not have them on the table at all. So I've been working away at my buttons, and I have all of the text removed from the buttons. So what I did was I have this folder with all my buttons in it. Whoa, my voice just suddenly got better. I have this folder with all of my buttons in it, and I duplicated it and renamed one All Buttons 2018 because there are certain ones I'm not going to be using this year. There are some that I just haven't used, and so instead of trying to sort through all of that, I just have a folder of just the ones I need to print off. That way I can open it in like Microsoft Word and it works out. By Microsoft Word, I mean Google Docs. So previously there was text on a lot of them with the character's name on it, and I wanted to remove that. And like, because more recent ones, I just don't put a name at all. And so I wanted all my buttons to be like that. So I went through and took all the names off, plus some of them had a little Z Kitty Z signature on them, so I erased that too. So now I have a folder with all the buttons for this year, although like I said in yesterday's vlog, there's some I want to redo, like the evolutions. They're in here for now, but I do want to redo those before this next weekend's con. I'm bringing back the Dragon Balls. I'm going to tweak them though, so that the stars, like the whole centerpiece, is smaller, because the edge of these gets cut off when you actually make the button, and so these look kind of stupid, like the stars are way too big. So I'm going to scale it down so that it looks better. But removing those names took me the entire live stream because I had to like color them out. I didn't have the original Photoshop file. Like, I never did save that off. So yeah, I mean, I have this, which is a name placement template, but I would like write a name in and then save it off as a JPEG. Then I would use the same text box and just like erase that text and write in new text. So yeah, that's why I don't have files for all of them. Some of them are really easy, especially ones with solid backgrounds. I maybe had to repaint some of the outfits and stuff. And then some of them have really detailed backgrounds, like stars and stuff. And so some of them took a little more effort to clean up. But I'm so glad I did that, It feels amazing. Yeah. Now for the rest of the day, I'm not actually gonna work on convention stuff. I'm gonna work on my next art video and hopefully get all the art done for that. Also, I got some deliveries today during the stream just to add to the hoard. I got all my new button parts. I ordered 2,000 of them, so that's all in there. And then I ordered 3 packs of this paper. It's A3 photo paper. And then I also got my little square reader because I used to use one from a different brand. It was Intuit Go Payments, and they discontinued that service, and so I couldn't use my old card reader anymore, so now I have a new one. So I'm only waiting on one more package for the convention, and that's the package that has my clear sleeves for my prints, but I'm not expecting that quite yet anyway. It's coming from Ontario, so it's probably going to take another day or two. There are also smaller sleeves that I ordered that are for my button packs. Oh, I need foam for the button packs too. Ooh, I should write that down. I keep thinking of new things I need to get because I still need these little zip up dollar store baggies that I put buttons in when people buy them. They're not for like the packs that I pre-make, but when people buy the buttons, I put them in the little baggies. So I need to pick up some of those. I need a frame for my art that I'm giving for the auction for the convention. I need magenta ink for my printer. I need to go to the bank to get float money. I need the foam for the buttons, so. Alright, I am done arting for the day. I wrote out my schedule for this week, and having it all written makes me feel so much better about being able to get all the con prep done, because I was kind of like, oh, am I gonna have enough time? But honestly, I think it's gonna be okay. And if I don't finish pressing all my buttons, I can press them at the convention, because that's something I normally do just to help pass time at the table. So I am feeling good. Okay, I'm gonna go cuddle up to Christian on the couch. Maybe play a bit of Animal Crossing. I love the update with planting flowers and having bats appear on them because the bats are so cute. I already got all the rewards for this part 1 of the event, but they're just so cute. I want to keep them forever. But if it's anything like the butterfly event, the game's going to take them away after. I just want like 1 bat forever in my garden, or maybe 2, 1 of each color. Just like forever hovering above my flowers.
She was just trying to protect you, right?
Oh, hello.
She saved my life.
Speaking of this event, looks like part 2 is starting right now. I wonder what kind of items you can get. Kind of want to make a Beauty and the Beast inspired half to my campsite, but I'm like kind of unwilling to get rid of what I have. There's also so many cute new items with the new characters. All the mushroom stuff's adorable. There's cute food stuff. Oh, just so much. I do want to keep my rover set up a while longer, so I've kind of like red and dark wood on this side. And then this is my little garden. I think I'm gonna get rid of the garden and make a castle type look. Look at these baby patos.
Bubbles. You guys are playing Russian roulette every time you kick off the edge of that table.
I'm taking this. I'm gonna try propping myself up so I don't cough so much. As long as that's not in the way. You laughing at me?
Yep.
It's not as good as lying down, but it's pretty good. Last night I kept myself up so late because I just kept coughing and just start to drift off all of a sudden and then I'd be awake again. So trying to avoid that. But I'm gonna end the vlog here, so thanks for watching and I'll see you guys tomorrow. But I'm thinking of just getting rid of all of them. If you look at this, you can see there's little rust spots on it, on the edge, and it's more apparent from the back. Like some of them you don't see it at all from the front, but then you can see little bits of it on the back, and I've never had that issue before. I don't know if it's because of